Good day and welcome back to another episode of the Vuvuzela. Today we're interviewing at the beautiful Kingsley House in Ballito. And we're going to be interviewing Lianca from Ballito Physio. Lianca, welcome to the Vuvuzela.
Hi, it's so nice to be here.
Lianca, let's start our interview by discussing COVID. Masks. People, and I've looked at your Facebook page, people are not wearing their masks, and you've done a really nice demonstration on masks. Tell us a little bit more about the shields, and are they protecting people, and the cloth masks?
So we know that with any crisis, there's going to be a shortage of resources. So your N95 masks, your more protective masks should be reserved for your medical professionals. So everybody else should be wearing cloth masks just to ease that load. Because for someone who's working with a COVID positive patient, they obviously need the right PPEs. In terms of shields, at my practice, I use a mask and a shield just to make sure that I am following all my safety protocols for my patient and myself. So unless you're wearing goggles, and if you're in an environment that is high risk, then I do suggest you wear a mask and a shield.
You don't only treat people with sports injuries, you've been treating people with COVID, breathing exercises. Tell us a little bit more how you've been assisting.
So we are obviously learning from our colleagues abroad. So I've done a lot of webinars as to what's working, because this is new. Although cardiopulmonary rehabilitation has been something in the physio toolkit for such a long time, but it's never been more prevalent than now. And we're finding that there's some techniques that we've been using for years that actually don't work in COVID, and then there are some that are working brilliantly. So we've been doing a lot of telehealth consultations to teach people breathing techniques, airway clearance techniques, what they can do at home so they can breathe easier.
Awesome, I see you very hands-on. You share a lot on your Facebook, doing demonstrations, talking to your audience. Tell us a little bit more about your patients. When you went into lockdown, you obviously were in the middle of treating a lot of people. How's that been?
So as a physiotherapist, it's not only our job to treat, but it's to educate and empower our patients. So you want to empower them with the tools that they can manage these conditions on their own. You want to give them exercise prescription, things that they should be doing on a daily basis. So you're rehabilitating them. They should not be dependent on their physiotherapist, but their physiotherapist should make them independent. You need them to be living their best life and just giving them the tools to do so. So physiotherapy as a profession has adapted a lot in this crisis, and a lot of physios are moving more towards telehealth, and we are actually supported by our regulating bodies to do so.
Now we've got a lot of people working at home and we don't have our office chairs, and myself, I shift between my dining room table. When I get a bit tired of that, I go to the bedroom, and every now and again I get a sore neck, a stiff neck and back pain. What can you suggest? Because I'm sure a lot of the viewers out there are experiencing the same.
So ergonomics is the buzzword in our profession at the moment. So you are now, as you said, working at the dining room table, working in the incorrect chair, incorrect posture, incorrect desk height, and what you actually need to do is move. Our bodies were not designed to be stagnant, to be stationary. We were designed to run, jump, climb trees, all of that. And now you're putting your body into 8 hours of a single posture. If I asked you to do a squat and to sustain a squat for 8 hours, what's going to happen to you? Now you're asking your body to sustain this position for 8 hours. It's the same thing. Your anti-gravity muscles are working harder to keep you in that position. There's no good support of your chair that you have at the office, which is a high back chair, ergonomically designed. You don't have that at home. So you need to move. Every half an hour to 45 minutes you need to be moving. So get up, sit back down, take a walk around, change positions, work on the couch, work on the chair, stand up. What's really working despite COVID is standing desks. So to move your surface from a sitting posture into a standing posture.
Wow, and I'm one of those people that are constantly in front of my computer, and with COVID we are forced to communicate through computers and technology and sitting at desks. So
you can adapt the height of it. So a laptop, you were never designed to work on a laptop for 8 hours. Laptops were designed to quickly shove it in the bag to complete a report at the end of the day. Now we're making our laptop our primary workstation. And so you can do minor tricks without investing into, the expensive ergonomically designed chair and a new desk, but just raising your laptop. So applying some books underneath it, so you're stacking it to the right height. So ideally your laptop, roof of your laptop should be at eye level. The best is actually to get rid of that laptop keyboard, don't use it, and attach some other keyboard so that your wrists and your forearms should still be at the right height.
That's interesting. Tell us a little bit more about your other services. You focus a lot on sports injury.
I do a lot of sports injury, which has also been interesting in this time. So we've had a lot of injury coming from people trying to adapt to doing exercises at home. So I've had very interesting ankle injuries from people trying to run around in their garden a few times over to make their mileage. And what I've really missed this year is the buzz around races, the buzz around cycling, comrades, all of that. It's a big part of why I'm a physiotherapist and why I love what I do, and I really have missed that atmosphere this year.
Lianca, on your Facebook page, I saw a little clip about breathing exercises for people that have COVID. Do you want to do a little demonstration?
Oh, that'd be fantastic. So what I'd like for you to do is to just concentrate on your breathing now. So take your hands, uncross your legs, sit up straight, hands on your belly for me. And I want you to do some belly breathing. So you're going to take a big breath in, and in doing so, I want your belly to push against your hands, right? So we're using our diaphragm to get as much air into our lungs as possible, okay? So we're just going to concentrate on that for a few breaths. Breathe in and out. Excellent. Again, in and out. As you breathe in, I want you to concentrate on breathing in the gratitude you have for this body. Breathe in your power, breathe in your potential, breathe in all the good, all the gratitude you have for your health, your well-being. And I want you to breathe out all your negativity and anxiety. So big breath in and breathe out. That's it, that's great. So that's diaphragmatic breathing. Now we're going to take that up a notch, up further, right? So in COVID, we know that these secretions are staying at the base of our lungs, right? So we want to move them, we want to get them out as quickly as possible. So we're going to do something called breath stacking, okay? So we're going to take a big breath in, you're going to keep that in, and we're going to stack another breath on top of that and another breath on top of that. Okay, let's go. So big breath in, trap it in, another breath, trap it in, another breath, hold, 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 and breathe it all out. Through your mouth as big as you can. That's it, let's go again. Big breath in, trap it in. Another breath on top of that. Another breath on top of that. And when you're ready, let it all go. Excellent. Now we're going to do an airway clearance technique. Okay? Airway clearance is basically, it's in the name. Okay? We want to get stuff out. So we want to help our body to get it out. So we're going to do some huffing. Okay? So now we're going to use our hands because we want to move, right?
Let's get into it.
As a physio, we move. Okay? So you're gonna, again, everything's belly breathing. We have to do belly breathing because that's how we're using our diaphragm and getting as much air into us as possible, right? Belly breathing again. Hands up, and you're gonna breathe out forcefully.
Oh, I think we have to do that again.
And again, big breath in. And out. Good, and one more. And out. Perfect. And we're going to end off with an active cycle of breathing, okay? So I want you to do 5 small breaths, and you're going to hold each one in for the count of 2 to 3 seconds, okay? So breathe in, hold, 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 and breathe out. Let's do it again. Breathe in, hold, 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 and breathe out. Third one, breathe in. Think in your mind, I am fabulous, and breathe out. And again, breathe in. Think in your mind, you have massive potential, and breathe out. And one more, breathe in. Hold, 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 and breathe out. Good. Hand on your mouth and a big cough for me, please. Okay. And then we'll repeat that with 5 bigger breaths and then 5 of the biggest breaths that you can.
Awesome, thanks. I think I'm ready for my day.
Wonderful.
Thank you for sharing with us today and joining us on the Vuvuzela.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, and we wish you luck going forward.
Oh, thank you.
And to the viewers out there, if you've got some aches and pains, some stubborn injuries that you haven't sorted out, give Lianca a shout. We'll be sharing her details on the channel. Until next time, thank you for joining us.